It is interesting, though, the determination you'd have as someone who hit their 30s being given another chance.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone Face Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Justin, and I guess for new and returning viewers we should address what we're doing here. You may see that there is already an existent playlist that says Mushoku Tensei on it. Well, you might also notice that there's a Justin here and not a Griffin. Well,
Yeah,
Griffin
I'm here.
has... Sorry, you go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Justin. You can also find me as One Bad Roll anywhere you want to look. But I'm here. I have been joining the channel as of recent to give a fresh perspective with the recent exit of Griffin. It's been a good time, and beyond that, yeah.
But yeah, with the aforementioned Griff's retirement from the channel, that sounds horrible. Griff decided to move on to other things. There was no reason to say it like that. Um, we left Mushoku Tensei in an odd state, which is to say, we finished the first core of the second season of the show. And literally, I think the week that Griffin decided to retire, the new season, not new season, the new core of the show was releasing. So we've left it a show unfinished, as it were. Now, that is why this is here and why we're doing this again. On the other side, time to address Justin on this. Do you know what isekai is?
Yes, it's a fish out of water or taking person, putting them into new world.
Okay, I don't have to go through the whole spiel of, Alice in Wonderland, Kid in King's Arthur's Court stuff.
No, Alice in Wonderland is one of my favorite stories, so
Uh,
I understand the concept.
Alright, well, Mushoku Tensei is regarded by, I'd say, a fair number of people to be the best uh, isekai in anime.
Got it.
Or at least in manga, or at least in light novels. It depends on what's your favorite genre. Not genre, your favorite what am I looking for here? What's the word? Area of consumption? I just can't think of the word I'm looking for here. Medium. Your favorite
Okay.
medium is so yeah. If you're new to the channel and you just love Mushoku Tensei, know that I have seen the first season, the bonus material, and the first half of the second season. Justin is new to anime, sort of. I mean, as new to anime as you can get after having almost watched all of Furin now,
Yes,
and
almost.
a couple or a month or so of a bunch of other stuff that I've exposed him to, plus the
Yeah.
two shows he grew up with. I don't know if you grew up with him, actually. I don't know why I put that out there. That
No, that would be an accurate statement.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, other than that, I guess I don't really want to spoil anything. I will say that I have been so stupid when I watch these shows the first time that I'm sure to pick up new context for things. So
Hell yeah.
there's at least that to look forward to. I mean, other than that, I guess I can't really ask you about any expectations because I'm literally not telling you anything other than it's Nisekai.
Yeah, I have zero concept of what we're going into.
Yep. You haven't even seen the overlay. So,
No.
I mean, I ain't showing you shit.
No, this is completely fresh.
Alright. Well, I guess not much to do than to get into it.
Let's do it.
But before that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. Just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra.
Yeah, that's clearly a car accident.
I bet they're gonna come up later. 2 other people died or went missing. He says 3. But I guess the one survivor there.
Yep. Okay.
ここがどこだかわかりますか？
うるせえな。そんな大声で言わなくても。あ、なんだ。
血圧低下。輸血準備。聞こえますか？名前わかりますか？
A common thing in anime isekai is that you die in the real world and then get sent to the other world.
Got it.
That's why the truck coon is a meme. You get hit by a truck.
Ah, 眩しい。まだ生きてやがる。おいおい、なんだこいつ。え、マジかよ。100キロ超えの俺をこうも簡単に。あ、何すんだ。やめろ、気持ち悪い。なんなんだまったく。どうしたんだい、そんなに頬をあからめて。おっぱいでけ。
エブンな、ドライパイ変か。
何を話してんだ。てかここはどこ？病院じゃないのか。何やってんだこいつ。俺は重症者だぞ。しかし美人だな。ヨーロッパ系か？そんなに無謀だとお触りしちゃうぞ。え？
Yep.
どうやら俺は生まれ変わったらしい。まさかそんな妄想めいたことが現実になるとはな。パウロとゼニス。
They just nose wiped it on the blanket.
前半といったところか。34の俺から見れば若造。
Babies do baby things.
こんな年で子供を作るとは全く妬ましい。
So he died at 34 and his parents are 20.
相手が母親であるせいか全く興奮はしなかったが。
ルディ、どこにいるの？ルデウス？
どうやら俺の名前はルーデウスというらしい。半年もすると言語もそれなりにわかるようになってきた。まだ年齢が若いせいか物覚えが異常にいい気がする。
Yep, he's a pervert.
Yep.
メイドのリーリャ。
Well, yeah, remember, he was a 34-year-old man when he died.
Yeah.
こらルディ、一人で動き回ったらダメじゃないの。これは被るものではありません。どうしたのリーリャ？
ゼニス様、少々申し上げにくいのですが、そのルーデウス様には何か悪いものが。あ、いえ、何でもございません。
何よ、歯切れが悪いわね。子供だもの、間違って下着くらい被るわよ。
いえ。
I mean, it's also like a setup for a horror story.
こんな写真見たことがある。やっぱりヨーロッパの方だろうか。にしてもさすがに田舎すぎだよな。電気もガスもないって何時代よ。生まれ変わってもパソコンくらい触りたいじゃん。え？何やってんの？
That's who my character art's drawn as. I didn't choose it. The artist chose it. But I'm fine with it.
大丈夫かしら？
頭を打った時はあんまり動かさない方がいいんだぜ、奥さん。
これでも泣かないなんて。
I love the logic in him. He's like, I just hit my head. Don't move me.
かけてあげるね。 神なる力は芳醇なる糧。
おいおい、何の冗談だ。これがこの国の痛い痛いのとんでけかよ。父親に続いて母親も中二病か。戦士と僧侶で結婚しましたってか。
ヒーリング。
Spider married the cleric.
Yeah, it seems like it.
どう？痛いの治ったでしょ？ママこう見えても昔は冒険者やってたのよ。
どうした？すごい声が。
あなた、ルディが転げ落ちちゃって頭から。
落ち着けよ。子供なんだから落ちたり転んだりするさ。それに怪我したなら。
もしかするとここは。
And he's shocked.
でも
He just found out he's in a world with magic.
Yep.
大丈夫だ
いや
よ。、
もう断定していいだろう。ここは地球ではない別の世界だ。剣と魔法の世界だ。
That's a weird spot to place the ability to
少しはし
fly.
っかりしてきた。
それにしても魔法か。
魔法。猿だってウキウキする単語じゃないか。早く自分でもやってみたいものだ。とはいえ、今の俺にできることは少ない。
He's just old enough to even walk that he has to have his hands out to balance him.
Yeah. It's also the scale of everything is so much bigger now.
本か。
家にあったのはたったの5冊。この世界では本が高価であるのか、パウロたちが読書家ではないのか。1000冊近い本を持っていた俺には
There's another great isekai that I like.
最も全部ラノベだったか。
Something of a bookworm.
まずは文字が読めない。
Girl gets reincarnated into a world where books are super expensive. Only nobility can have it, but she's a former librarian.
時折パウロが読み聞かせてくれる
Oh, well,
こ
that would
ともあって
But she's also a child, just like Rudy here is.
しかし、
So she has like no ability to
乳幼児に
change
本の
anything.
内容が理解できると思っているのだろうか。それにしてもこの本は興味深い。魔術教本。生前どこかで見たようなことが書いてある。例えば、魔術には詠唱と魔法陣、2種類の発動方法があるが、今はもっぱら詠唱が主流だということ等々、いろいろと設定があるらしい。それより気になったのが個人の魔力量が生まれた時にはほぼ決まっていると書いてあること。不安だ。俺自身の遺伝子は仕事をしなさそうだし。
まあとりあえずやってみますか。
This is a world of sorcerers, not wizards.
何時
Well, I don't know, he's literally learning from a book.
But it said magic powers are locked in at birth.
Yeah, but I think you're thinking of inherited powers versus ability.
No. I'm thinking more of like either you have powers or you don't, whether you use them or not.
飛んでいくんじゃ。もう一回。
格ゲーのコンボ練習と同じ。集中して何度も何度も頭の中でイメージしてから実際にやってみる。まだ詠唱してなかったよな。なんでだ。
あれ、俺の MP こんだけ。
もうルディったら眠くなったらちゃんとトイレに行ってベッドに入らなきゃダメでしょ。
畜生。
I mean, that's what you would
この
think,
年で
right?
寝小便したと
Yeah.
思われるとは。畜生。畜生。
I mean, he did clean up the previous water thing with his blankets too, so he does well. He wet the bed.
し しばらく試していろいろ分かった。
あの本嘘こきやがって。
魔力の量は使えば使うだけ増えてるし、栄唱なしでも魔術は使えてる。
Unreliable narrator of the book.
Yep.
しかし簡単にできるなら栄唱ってのは何の意味があるんだ？もしかすると栄唱というのは魔術を自動化する仕組みなのだろうか。いちいち集中して念じなくても言葉を発するだけで全てやってくれる。そうだとすればその利点は大きい。まず第一に教えやすい。栄唱すれば一発でできるんだから、そうやって教えているうちにだんだんと栄唱は必要不可欠なものになっていったとか。
Okay, so we're establishing the way magic somewhat works.
Basically.
つぶってうなななんて集中するより早口で栄唱した方がよっぽど手っ取り早い。
Specifically from a perspective of somebody who's new to the world as well.
Yeah.
まだまだこれからだぞ。
魔力量が増えたのだって謎だ。
And then, of course, parents doing parents things.
And
if they didn't do it, he wouldn't be here.
It's true.
いや、結論付けるのはまだ早い。そう。例えば成長に応じて増えていくとか、幼児の時期に魔力を使うと飛躍的に最大値が増えるとか。あ、俺だけの特殊体質ってのも捨てがたいな。
And you saw they were also reading him a history book earlier.
おっと、
Yeah.
いかんいかん。ちょっと落ち着け。もし今の仮説が正しいならやることは一つ。成長期が終わる前に鍛えられるだけ鍛える。
よし。しかしこれどうやったら飛ぶんだ？
なんだ？
That would be confusing. I mean, there's no like water balloons or anything.
Yeah.
How do you throw water without any evidence?
ようやく栄唱の仕組みが解明できた。この魔術は生成、サイズ設定、射出速度設定、発動のプロセスをたどっているのだ。多分間違ってないと思う。俺は射出速度の設定をしてなかったから飛ばなかったんだ。
そろそろ魔力量も増えてきたし、中級魔術を試そう。優柔たる水の精霊にして地を流れしせせらぎの王女よ。内に秘めたる豪烈にてあらゆるものを押し流せ。スプラッシュフロー。
Oh, snap.
I mean, he's been practicing magic for what, 3-4 years now?
Yeah.
So he's got some strength behind it now.
He made it. He made it rain.
魔物か？いや、でもこの辺りには。
あら？ルディ、もしかしてこの本口に出して読んじゃった？
え、怖っ。なんだこの目は。もしかして魔術を使う子供は危険で異端審問に送られるとかそんなだろうか。
You don't know, right?
100%.
ごめんなさい。
あなた聞いた？やっぱりうちの子は天才だったんだわ。
いや、しかしお前これは中級の。
今すぐ魔術の教師を雇いましょう。
いや、その前に文字もまだ教えて。
将来はきっとすごい魔術師になるわよ。
And then it's two different, very different responses.
Well, he was looking forward to having a swordsman as a son.
Yeah.
午前中は魔術、午後から剣術を学べばいいのでは？
あなた、子供の前で喧嘩。
Almost like sword and sorcery.
そんなわけでうちは家庭教師を雇うことになった。いつもは家で剣ばかり振って暇そうにしているが、 パウロは一応騎士としてこの村の管理を任されている。そのおかげで俺みたいな子供に教師をつける余裕くらいはあるんだとか。しかし何しろここは国の端のど田舎。果たして応じる人がいるかどうかという心配があったが、あっさりと見つかった。両親の予想によると、来るのはおそらくすでに引退した冒険者で、長年魔術師として研鑽を積んだ中年か老人で、ひげを蓄えたまさに魔術師って感じのが来るだろうって話だった。
Definitely not a big bushy bearded
ル
man.
ディアです。よろしくお願いします。
なんてこったい。ヒゲどころかあそこの毛も生え揃ってなさそうなのが来た。中学生くらいか。ロリ、ジトメ、ブアイソーと3つ揃えばパーフェクトだ。ぜひお目に欲しい。
And that's and that's back where it kicks in of the age despite the body.
Yeah.
あなたに言われた
Well,
く
I
あり
mean,
ません。
I guess until he grows older than 34, he's gonna be thinking like a 34-year-old.
生徒はどちらに？
True.
それがこの子なの。たまにいるんですよね。ちょっと成長が早いだけで子供に才能があるとか思い込んじゃうバカ親。
聞こえてますよ、
今回は
ロ
外れでしたね。何か？いえ、しかしそちらのお子様に魔術の理論が理解できるとは思いませんが。大丈夫よ。うちのルディちゃんはとっても優秀なんだから。わかりました。やれることはやってみましょう。
外でやるんですか？
当たり前じゃないですか。魔術は大きく分ける
And
と
there's a
3種類しか
horse.
ありません。
There's elements of the show that'll only make sense in the hindsight.
召喚魔術。
Got it.
それぞれ初級、中級、上級、正級、王級、低級、進級と7段階に分類されています。そして
Sacred is below royal and
魔力が必要です
imperial.
自分の体内にある魔力か。どうかしましたか？
いえ。
まあいいです。とにかくまずはお手本を詠唱するので真似してみてください。
詠唱が必要なんですか？
当たり前じゃないですか。
やっぱりそうなのか。
はい。汝の求めるところに大いなる水の加護あらん。清涼なるせせらぎの流れを今ここに。
See if the book is an unreliable narrator. And everyone else learns by the book.
先生、その木は母様が大事に育ててきたものですので怒ると思います。
それはまずいですね。神なる力は芳醇なる過程。力を失いしかぬ者に再び立ち上がる力を与えん。ヒーリング。
おお、すげえ。
治癒魔術も使えるんですね。
中級までは。
すごいです。
いいえ、きちんと訓練すればこのくらいは誰にでもできますよ。
こいつはちょろそうだ。
Fair enough.
ではやってみてください。
魔術教本にも無詠唱については載ってなかった。何気なく使っていたが、実は禁忌に触れるとかなのだろうか。ロキシーの詠唱は必要だと言って。
Scared of ruining everything by doing stuff that
Yeah.
other people don't say.
知れないしな。
汝の求めるところに大いなる水の加護あらん。
何してるんですか？
いえ。どうでした？
詠唱はしょりましたね。
はい。
いつもはしょっているのですか？
いつもはなしで。
なし？そう。いつもはなし。なるほど。これは期待外がありそうですね。
She's like, oh snap, kid's got something.
ロキシーさん、うちの木を実験台にしないでちょうだい。まったくもう。
She gets blamed anyway.
失敗してしまいました。明日には解雇ですかね。
先生すみません。僕のせいで。
参った。20年近く人と話してなかったんだ。こういう時かける言葉が見つからない。いや、考えろ。散々やってきただろ エロゲの主人公ならこんな時どうしてた。
Remember the very beginning, when we were seeing him die, he was describing himself as the kind of person who would bang on the floor to demand food.
Yeah.
ありがとうございます。いた。それよりロキシーさん、はい。中に入りましょう。まずは私たちの紹介もさせてね。
おーい、早く来い。
Sword training
ありが
time.
たいですが、返せるものもありませんので。何言ってるの。さあ、早くいらっしゃい。ルディも早くおいで。
And it's more so that she was just expecting to get fired. And
Yes, no,
they're
100%.
and they're still treating her friendly.
そんじゃ始めるか、ロキシーちゃんの歓迎会。
まるで夢のようだ。トラックにひかれて死にかけてる俺の、いや、もしそうだとしても構わない。この世界なら俺にだってできるんじゃないだろうか。人並みに生きて人並みに努力して、つまずいても立ち上がってなお前を向いて、できるかもしれない。
It is interesting, though, the determination you would have as someone who hit their 30s, being given another chance.
本気で生きていくことが。
The name of the show, by the way. Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. Again, the implication being that he was a bum in the real world.
Yep.
Well, I mean, what you said just a second ago. It's a new start.
Yeah.
You get a second chance. You don't have to be the person you were the first time.
And it's not even just a new start. It's a new start where you don't have the disadvantages. Like, he's clearly being brought up in a situation where if he tries, the resources are all there for him.
Well, I mean, I think ultimately the real difference is that it's like a new game plus scenario, right?
Yeah.
When you start the first time, you don't have, one, a mature brain thinking about everything,
Yeah.
and two, you don't know the consequences of your actions fully. Like, unfortunately, if you waste a lot of your childhood doing childish things, there is a lot of shit that you're gonna not, be able to do.
1,000,000%.
I think when I was working at the warehouse, I used to tell people that life was like a funnel. The opportunities are at the beginning, and the more time you waste, the more the funnel becomes thinner.
That's not a bad explanation of it.
Well, I'm sure it's also a depressing way to think about it, and there's always exceptions to the rules. I guess your funnel can have leaks in it, if you're lucky.
I view it as more of you're building a house, but you have to understand that the house you're building is in a space that is prone to earthquakes.
I thought you were going to pull out the Monty Python swamp thing.
No, God, no. As much as I wanted to, it's not quite that bad. But it's the idea that you have to set a foundation that you can build on. You can build something that looks cool but isn't foundationally strong, and it's gonna fail you.
Well, I think the example being given here is specialization.
Yes.
If you were a child, like if you were born, like he was born and was able to think coherently,
Which is insane.
but if you were born and you knew what you wanted to do, right, you could from the moment of birth specialize your entire life into achieving your goal. And your competition would literally be like 4 or 5-year-olds whose parents are pushing them towards a goal. Or maybe, 11 to 12-year-olds who figure it out early and are trying to achieve their goal. You would have such a head start, a leg up.
Oh, 1,000,000%. But I think even the most dangerous part of that implication isn't that part either. It's the amount of focus you would have to have and the mental strength you would develop in maintaining that goal throughout those first that like first year of your life.
Well, I mean, pointing it out here, he mentions the fact that there's no electricity or gas or anything. Literally, he is a person who's used to modern entertainment.
Yep.
He even mentions, I want to get on a computer, and he's got nothing. Plus, he's like a normal person from the modern world.
Yep.
Magic is obviously going to be super interesting.
Absolutely.
So, and he's in the middle of nowhere with nothing but books about magic and magic. So, he's already pre-set up to be that.
I'm more commenting on the idea of you could want to do something, but you have a year to a year and a half where you really can't.
Well,
Like you
again,
have to
I don't know when.
get used to walking. You have to get understand the language. Like there's so many things
Well,
that
he
would
he covers that.
distract you from your goal.
He covers that. He says, for some reason, I'm really good at learning stuff. I learned the language really fast, and we literally see him. He's still learning to walk when he finds the books.
Yep.
So he doesn't even finish the walking thing before he's learned to read and
There would
reads the
just be
books.
there would just be a lot of things that could pull you off that focus because you are learning so fast and it's a new wonderful space. But you maintaining that focus would develop crazy mental strength.
Well, again, I think it's because the fact he's from the modern world with modern sensibilities. And what's the most modern sensibility of all? Don't be bored.
True.
I think there's a old timey sensibility of being able to just sit in a porch and watch the world around you. That is not something people do anymore. And I don't think that's something that our protagonist here is is of that mind. Because we know he's 34 years old, and whatever the show came out must have been, mid 2000s, something like that. So
I'd agree
obviously
with
he'd
that.
be from that generation. So he's not gonna be the mind wanders off to do something else because there's nothing else for him to do.
But like there's only so much of that you can avoid. When you physically cannot do the things that you want to do, you either force yourself to get there faster like he did or let yourself get distracted.
That's what I'm saying. There are no distractions. I feel like.
You would find them. Humans can find distractions in anything.
Again, though, he's a 34-year-old man. He's not a child. He's a body of a child with a
Yeah.
34-year-old man brain, which is to say, he's not going to get as distracted as a child would be.
Oh, 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. The advantages are very much presently there.
Plus, I guess he also has the added element of thrill. Not from the magic itself, but because he seems to be trying to hide it,
Yeah,
which is itself just another thing that adds to it.
definitely. It definitely does. I think it does set up for if we get to see him older is for some unique forms of social awkwardness or trauma.
I mean, obviously, I can't give anything away.
Of course not.
I think when we were watching this originally, the thing I took away from this episode, or I tried to take away, was the whole ranking of magic. Because that'll be a thing that happens a lot, that they'll say something in the show which is like massively world building, but they'll say it in a way that's natural for somebody to say it in the world. Just in like
Yep.
a passive, matter of fact way. In this way, like, oh, these are just the ranks of magic. I mean, obviously, it doesn't really seem matter of factly in the world for me to like list off to you the different hardnesses of rock, right?
Yeah.
In a passing sense, assuming that you already know it. But again, I guess it was Roxy telling him, so it was a teacher to a student.
Yeah, it makes sense that it was teacher to student. What surprised me was the fact that royal and imperial were above sacred.
Well, actually, I don't know if I can do this real quick. I'm gonna go back to I'm gonna go back to our comment section and see. Oh, can't go there. I gotta go by the episodes. Because somebody had previously told us that, like, the light novel version calls them a different thing.
Got it.
Not like a explicitly different thing, but like different names, and it might come off as easier to understand. Like, go episode 2.
Well,
Okay, here we
the
go. We
na-
got War on Reactors, or
yeah.
I guess their short name is War Reactors. Ranks for Swordsman and Mage. Beginner, Intermediate,
Yep.
Advanced, Saint, King, Emperor, God.
Okay.
So I
So
guess in
that's
that
different
sense,
implication.
oh yeah, because a saint would be a human figure embodying the aspects of the divine, right? Whereas God is God.
So that also throws in a different implication that you can be the king of a space, but in being the king, there's still an emperor.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, that's the difference between. Um, see, my brain is going different directions now. I watch Crest of the Stars, Banner of the Stars by myself as a solo reaction. And
Yeah.
in that, there is the Ob Empire, which is it's a sci-fi thing.
Yep.
There's the Ob Empire, but within the Ob Empire, there can still be kings of locations and such. But there's the Empress
Got
of
it.
the Empire, who
Yep.
might then. So there's a difference between being of the royal family or the royal bloodline and being a noble.
100%. No, I get that idea. I'm just saying that sets up the world in such a way that you can understand or start to conceive part of the political structure, and like the fact that there is this figure that even if you're a king can come down and be like, you need to do this, and the answer is yes.
Well, also remember that these are just the names of ranks.
But the name of the rank has to come from somewhere.
Sure. Sure. I mean, I don't have anything to say about that.
Well, because it's like this is a weirdly specific example. If kings did not exist in the past, would Burger King ever pick that name? No.
I mean, you
Because
don't know.
they're
You're
implying
assuming
that
that
they
they
are
would never
the
make up a
king
word.
of burgers. If king is not defined,
Oh,
that name makes no
you're
sense.
saying there would be no Burger Kaiser?
Exactly.
What are you talking
Without
about? What are you talking about, right? Burger King is here to stay. I have no sponsorship, or there's no sponsorship going on here. But
Hey, unless they want to.
yeah, that'd be a weird one though. Everyone's doing Hello Fresh, and we're advertising for fast food. Oh, there we go. I've been dethroned.
But no, I like that. That was a good first episode. It also showed a very realistic response of a 34-year-old man being the size of a baby and seeing boobs.
Yeah, I mean, he even talks about maybe I'm not attracted because she's my mother.
Yep.
I will say it does get better from here. So this
Good.
is
That's dope.
a well-loved, really good show
Hell
that
yeah.
people
No, I like
only
that.
really started hating me for my opinions on the very, 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 very latest part. So can't wait to relive that. I feel like those
cannot
people who make negative comments about people's opinions in the shows aren't learning the lessons that the show is trying to teach you about social interactions between people.
You know what? But we're here for it. Make the negative comments, and we'll shout you out again.
Well, no, we don't shout out all negative comments. Don't be trying to push that sort of level of interaction.
No.
I choose
Absolutely.
the comments. I choose the comments that get read out, and if they have no merit or basis in anything, then they don't get chosen.
Oh, 1,000,000%. No. 1,000,000%. That's just me going, fire.
Yeah. No, I mean, I appreciate everybody who has something to actually to say, but if all your comment is, you're an idiot, and here's why you're an idiot, maybe not so much merit. I know I'm stupid. I don't need somebody else telling me. I want somebody to interact with me about why the world is this way. Prove me wrong. Don't confirm my own idiocy.
That's actually exactly what I was about to say. If you want to come in, if you disagree, turn it into a discussion.
Yeah, no, I love the 4 to 6 paragraph breakdowns about why I'm wrong about a thing. Those are interesting, and I appreciate somebody that comes with the energy of, I love this thing, I hate you seeing ruin it. Here, let me explain to you why you should love it as much as I do. I don't like the 2-sentence, what the fuck is wrong with you people comments. Anyway, don't want to turn the whole end of the episode into that. So
It's true.
I guess that's all you had for the first episode then, thoughts wise?
It was.
All right. Well then I guess we should go ahead and wrap up here today then. I have been Theta. This has been Justin. We've been Stoneface Reactions. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?